Goldstein. Such a privilege now to invite up Wayne, our new Director of Congregational Engagement, to share some words of Torah.
Wait for the next one.
Shabbat Shalom. It is such a blessing to be on this bima, taking an aliyah and speaking to you as I begin my new position as Director of Congregational Engagement. I'm also very fortunate to have my parents here, Dvar and Marty Goldstein from Atlanta, Georgia, where I was born and raised, to celebrate this occasion. Their total commitment to Jewish engagement and values have been ingrained in me from a very young age, and without their example, I would most likely not be standing here today. So thank you, Mom and Dad. And of course, I thank my wife of 31 years, Robin, and our two sons, Jonathan and Eli, for being here, as well as my Aunt Sheila, cousin Michael, Javi, and many other friends of mine. I love you all. The Parsha this week, Ki Teitzei, discusses 74 of the 613 mitzvot in the Torah. While mentioning these laws, the Torah portion asks us to remember both our slavery and the exodus from Egypt. Moses commands the Israelites to leave fruit on the trees and crops in the fields for those less fortunate, a reminder to recall our slavery and subsequent liberation. When Moshe discusses the rules to not subvert the rights of the widow or the fatherless, he follows this commandment with a demand to recall the Israelite slavery experience. He says, "Remember that you were a slave in Egypt, and God redeemed you from there." Moses is imploring the people to recall their collective memories. This term, collective memory, is credited to Maurice Obvaux, a French-Jewish philosopher and social scientist born in 1877 who died in Buchenwald in 1945. According to him, these memories are transmitted through the group's telling and retelling of shared stories. In our tradition, we find many examples of collective memory. Every time we recall the exodus from Egypt at our Passover Seder, make Kiddush on Friday night, say its daily prayers at Minyan, light candles at Hanukkah, and others, we're relying on our collective memories. But collective memory is not only about events that happened thousands of years ago. We all have a collective memory that began in March of 2020. For the past 2.5 years, we have dealt with COVID and many other world events that have changed all of us and will never be forgotten. Our old rules were altered. Travel restrictions kept us home. We had to wear masks in public places. We could not easily see friends in each other's houses or family as we did before. We learned to adjust and accept our anxiety and fears while not being sure what the future would hold. It was and still is a challenging time for all of us. But now, collective memory leans into the future. We are in real time creating new collective memories while we build a new Jewish future together at Temple Emmanuel as we emerge from the pandemic. Jake and your family, Liza and Dan, Mazel Tov, because your bar mitzvah is part of our new collective memory. Our first barbecue since the pandemic is tomorrow afternoon. We have 300 people signed up already, and this too will be part of our collective memory, and we'll have many more to come. We are now able to come together more inside and outside the shul. Numerous activities are happening here at Temple Emmanuel in person, and my job, big one, is to re-engage our community to come to the shul once again and enjoy being together. After 18 years of working with our youth and religious school, I'm thrilled to be broadening my scope and reach as it is an exciting time to be in this new position. I look forward to engaging with all of you in so many ways. Please feel free to reach out to me about anything related to the shul, like ideas for new programmings or events, feedback on current programs, or just a check-in. My new office is right downstairs in the old gift shop, and it would be a pleasure to see all of you there. I'm delighted to welcome you all back as we begin a new year of making collective memories that will bring us hope, good health, and happier times at our wonderful spiritual home at Temple Emmanuel. Thank you.
Hey, Wayne, we just want to say thank you. Because of you, our collective future will be better and stronger. Thank you, Wayne.